bunch of lazy lumps. Okay, here's the cleared out area. As you can see, we do have nice concrete right here. So I'm gonna run this beam to here and make like a little gate right here, I think. Might run it out a little bit farther, we'll see. But big thing is I just want to support this beam a little bit better, because if you look, it's not even really sitting, it's just sank. So we'll fix that. Okay, I bought this floor jack. So it'll go up to 8'4". And my guess, hey dog, is this is just a little bit above 6 foot right now. Probably 6.5 feet. So plenty of space. I'm gonna try to crank it up, probably right here. And then I have this beam that I found. It used to be like an old signpost. Let's see, 4x4, maybe a 3x3. It's a 3x3 beam. I'll slide that under there and then remove this adjustable floor jack, and hopefully that'll be a solid beam, and then we'll run some boards across there. Okay, this seems kind of sketchy, but I think it'll be good for temporary. I don't know if any of you guys ever used these before, but this just seems wrong to me. It literally just sits right on top there and it presses up. It just seems very wrong. But we're gonna try it. Let's see if it works. Now, hold on 1 second. Oh, you son of a gun, that hurt. Okay. We are going to adjust this up. Move, buddy. Try to relieve some stress off this. Okay. I don't need to get it like super high, but I'd like it to be better than what it is. That's supported, that's supported. I'm not too worried about that one. I think this is where we're gonna go. All right, we're gonna cut for 74 inches. If I had to jack this up a little bit more, we will, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, pardon the mess. I know it's bad. This is on the agenda, but my dog keeps breaking out, so I gotta do this first. All right, here we go. Safety squints. That makes me happy because this board is still really solid. I was afraid that it sat outside a little bit. It might be not good, but looks like it's good. Now all I gotta do is get this little eye bolt out of here. I think I'm just gonna cut it off. Did I measure half foot correctly? Yes. I just need to crank her up just a hair. Just like that. Where's my wrench? That's about it, but I don't know how I feel going over this old post hole here. I mean, it'll probably be fine. It's going to be pretty good, probably. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be better than what it was. Okay, that actually worked perfectly. That worked perfectly. And I will support it definitely into here. Put some bolts or something through that way, and then I'm going to run a little board across the bottom that, I mean, it's a lot better than what it was. And then it sits on that crack nicely, so I'll give you a close-up. Yes, I know there's a crack right there, but there was a small bottom crack right here, and that's what I wanted it to go up and down on. And it might be a little crooked. Actually, probably a lot of crooked. That's not gonna work. That's not working. Okay, not horrible, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna make it a little bit more straight. That's good enough for me. That is much more straight. I'm very happy with that. And it's solid. It ain't going nowhere. It's kind of on like what the old one was, but kind of on the concrete still. Should be good for what I need to do with it. So now let's get up to frame in this. I got to figure out what I'm going to use. I got some old barn wood that we'll take a look at, and I will see what I can build to build some slats and build a frame. Look at this good boy. He's just patiently waiting for me to build him his new bed. So I'm looking over here. Got some of these old like 2x6s about. There's one piece here, here, and here. That might be enough for what I need, so we're probably gonna go with that. All right, we're out here at my mobile workbench. 76 inches long is what I was measuring in there. That's what we're gonna go for all these, hopefully. Safety squints on. Forgot about that with this stupid handsaw. It's not thick enough to cut all the way through. Watch this. Good enough. Maybe we'll be able to use this piece for the door. We'll do this 3 more times. Okay. So my goal is to make it taller than this because he has jumped through here a few times and I don't want that to happen again. So we'll start with this board and this will be the very bottom to keep the hay in. Lift it up just a little bit so it's more flat on this tree here. You know, for a Menards drill, that does pretty good. Okay. I like it. I don't think he's gonna go through these gaps. I think he will try to stay in. He might try to shoot out of this. And if he does, well, I'll just put a board up. Okay, we're back over here to the workbench, and I gotta be at 42 inches for the gate. We got the side up, now we're gonna do a gate, and I think 42 inches out of these last pieces. Oh, it's just long enough, that's perfect. And I'll be able to make a nice little gate. So for the frame, I need to be 46 inches. I found a piece of 2x4. That will be perfect. Ideally, it's gonna look somewhat like this, but it'll be straight. So I'm gonna brace up the corners real quick, and then I'll even out the center ones. Oh, that one poked through because these boards are thinner. Darn it. Oh well. It'll be all right. All right, got the Craftsman out. So we'll go back to that. This has more power than that all day. All right, obviously I don't have the hinges on there, but this is kind of how it'll look like mocked up. I just set it there. It's a little bit higher, not a huge deal. But I have some weird cement situation going on right there, so I gotta lift it up so it clears that. But I'm gonna put some hinges on this, and I think I'm gonna be happy. What are you doing? Oh, Ruger sees the new pen, and he doesn't know how to act. Oh, look at him. Ruger, that's not your new pen. You have a new pen here. I really like how this turned out. Other than buying that jack to fix this beam, this was free. Put some hinges on there. As you can see, I do need to come through and grind a few of the screws off because it's a little long. Found a little gate latch here, and it opens up perfectly. Ruger, come. Go in there. Uh-oh. What do you think about that, buddy? This latch back. Oh, man. What do you think? This is plenty big enough for you. Oh, yeah. You love it? I love it. So that is the end of part 1 for this. Part 2, I gotta figure out something for the cats up here that they can run around. So that'll be the next thing we do.